everyone, welcome back to GK Today. I am Dadasaheb and in this video we'll cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series 2022 in the GK Today's Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in the GK Today Android application. In this course in app, you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document, and also category-wise revision e-books that are optimized for reading on mobile. You are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. And let me tell you one more thing. If you want the Hindi version of this session, you can refer to our former channel named as GK Today. The link has been given in the description box from where you can reach to. So without taking much of your time, let's get started.
Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 1st of October 2022. Let's start. Which state has been awarded Ayushman Utkrishtata Award 2022? So this is a Hindi term and it means excellence. Okay. So Uttar Pradesh has been awarded the Ayushman Utkrishtata Award 2022 for adding various type of health facilities to health facility register. Okay. And it is the best performing state in the country with 28,728 health facilities that have been added to the National Health Facility Register. And also it is the second best state in creating Ayushman Bharat health accounts with almost 2 crores of Ayushman Bharat health account. Okay. So Uttar Pradesh is the state that has been awarded Ayushman Utkrishtata Award for the year 2022. Next is the integrated cryogenic engine manufacturing facility of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited was inaugurated in which city? So President of India Draupadi Murmu inaugurated the integrated cryogenic engine manufacturing facility of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited in the city of Bangalore. And this facility houses over 70 high-tech equipment and the testing facilities for manufacturing the cryogenic, that is CE20, and semi-cryogenic SE2000 engines of the Indian rocket. Okay. So in the year 2013, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited signed a memorandum of understanding with ISRO. Why? For setting up the facility for manufacturing the cryogenic engine modules at Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Fine. So this facility has recently been inaugurated in Bangalore city. Next is, which state has released the Encyclopedia of Tribes of the state? So the Chief Minister of Odisha, Mr. Naveen Patnaik, recently released the Encyclopedia of Tribes in Odisha. And the 5 volumes of the encyclopedia were published by Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribes Research and the Training Institute. Okay. Also, along with Odisha State Tribal Museum. So these edited volumes contain 3,800 pages and 418 research articles that cover all 62 tribal communities and 13 particularly vulnerable tribal groups. Okay. So this book will be a repository for academicians, researchers and the policy makers. So this Encyclopedia of Tribes has been released by the Odisha state. What is PMGSY, which was recently extended till December 2022? So the central government has recently decided to extend this free food grain scheme for those below the poverty line for another 3 months. That means till 31st of December 2022. Okay. And this will be the 7th phase of this particular Yojana, which will cost the center an additional 44,762 crore rupees. Okay. What is the full form? Prime Minister Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. Fine. So this is a kind of free food grain scheme. And it was in news because recently it has been extended for another 3 months. Next is Pullampara, India is the first digitally literate panchayat is located in which state? So Pullampara lies in Thiruvananthapuram in the state of Kerala, and recently it became the first digitally literate Gram Panchayat in Kerala. Okay, so with this it became the first panchayat in the country to attain full digital literacy among its residents. Okay, so the Digi Pullampara project was launched on August 15th, 2021 so as to impart digital education to the most underprivileged sections of the society in the panchayat, and it was run with the assistance of the volunteers from colleges, Kudumbashri units and the self-help groups. Fine. So only thing here relevant is which is the first digitally literate panchayat of India. This is Pullampara, and in which state does it lie? So answer would be Kerala. Next is which state inaugurated the Lata Mangeshkar Chowk at the banks of the Saryu river? So the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Yogi Adityanath, inaugurated the Lata Mangeshkar Chowk in Ayodhya on the occasion of the 93rd birth anniversary of Lata Mangeshkar ji. Okay, and the intersection at the banks of the Saryu river has been developed at an estimated cost of 7.9 crore rupees. And this legendary singer died in the month of February 2022 at the age of 92 years, and also she is a Padma Ratna awardee. Fine. So here correct answer would be Uttar Pradesh. Next is who is the winner of Dadasaheb Phalke Award for the year 2020? So veteran actress Asha Parekh has been selected for Dadasaheb Phalke Award for the year 2020 and will be presented by the award at the National Film Awards ceremony, which is to be held in New Delhi. Okay, and Tamil film superstar Rajinikanth was the recipient of the last Dadasaheb Phalke Award, and Asha Parekh, who is the 52nd awardee of this honor, worked in more than 95 films and was the chairperson of the Central Board of Film Certification from 1998 up to 2001. So these awards were established in the year 1954 and they are being organized by the National Film Development Corporation. Okay, so only thing here relevant is who is the winner of the 52nd Dadasaheb Phalke Award. So answer would be Asha Parekh. Which organization flight tested the Very Short Range Air Defense System missile? So the Defense Research and Development Organization, that is DRDO, carried out 2 successful test flight of the Very Short Range Air Defense System missile, and the tests were carried out from the Integrated Test Range at Chandipur, located off the coast of Odisha. And this is a man-portable air defense system designed and developed indigenously by DRDO's Research Center Imarat that lies in Hyderabad. Okay, so which organization has flight tested this kind of missile? So answer would be DRDO. Which country is set to produce Karl Gustav M4 weapons system in India? So Swedish defense firm named as Saab recently announced its plan to set up a manufacturing facility in India for the Karl Gustav M4 shoulder-fired weapon system. Okay, so this new company will make the latest rocket launchers in India for the Indian Armed Forces, along with the components for the users of the weapon system around the world. Fine. So production at this new facility is expected to begin in 2024 under the Make in India initiative. Fine. So which country is associated with Karl Gustav M4 weapon system? So answer would be Sweden. Next is, who has been appointed as the Chief of Defence Staff in 2022? So government has decided to appoint Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan, retired, as the next Chief of Defence Staff, and he shall also function as the Secretary to Government of India, working under Department of Military Affairs. So in a career spanning over nearly 40 years, he has served in various positions, and he became the General Officer Commanding in Chief of the Eastern Command in 2019 until he retired in 2021. Okay, so don't forget that who has been appointed as the Chief of Defence Staff this year. So answer would be Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan. Dware Ration scheme, which was seen in the news recently, is implemented by which particular state? So the Kolkata High Court recently declared the Dware Ration scheme of West Bengal government as legally void. Okay, and this scheme was introduced by the state government in November 2021. Why? For the delivery of the food grains under the public distribution system at the doorsteps of the beneficiaries. And as per the High Court, state government transgressed the limit of delegation by obliging the fair price shop dealers to distribute the rations to the beneficiaries at their doorstep in absence of any authority. Fine. So this scheme is from the state of West Bengal. Next is Bandhavgarh Forest Reserve, which was seen in the news recently, is located in which state? Actually, Archaeological Survey of India has found more than 100 remains, including the largest Varha sculpture of 9th century to 15th century in Bandhavgarh Tiger Reserve that lies in the state of Madhya Pradesh. So 26 caves of 2nd century CE to 5th century CE, then remains of Mahayana sect of Buddhism like chair-shaped doors and the cells that contain the stone beds were found here. Okay, and other findings include the stone gems, water filter structure, coins, and the Brahmi inscriptions. Fine. So that's why this forest reserve was in news, and it lies in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Talking about few more national parks from Madhya Pradesh. So there is this Kanha National Park, then there is Pench National Park, after that there is Panna National Park, and another is Satpura National Park, then next is Sanjay National Park. Also this national park is called as Guru Ghasidas National Park, and very famous there is Kuno National Park, then there is Madhav National Park, and so and so. Okay, so these are few important national parks from the state of Madhya Pradesh. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today, and now we'll come to our revision section. Which three categories we are covering today? So first of all, we'll talk about few important cities that were in news, and at second we'll talk about sports related current affairs, and at last we'll revise our Grand Prix. Fine. So let's see important cities. Which city is the host of the UNESCO Mondia Cult 2022 World Conference? So this World Conference is being held in the city of Mexico, and Union Minister of State for Culture Mr. Arjun Ram Meghwal will represent India at this conference. Okay, so this is the third such conference of UNESCO, and the first such conference was held in 1982 in Mexico City, while second was held in 1998 in Stockholm. Fine. Which city is the host of the World Green Economy Summit? So the 8th edition of the World Green Economy Summit was inaugurated in the city of Dubai World Trade Center in UAE. So ministers, officials, and the experts from around the world are taking part in the summit, and this summit was held under the theme of Climate Action Leadership through Collaboration, the Roadmap to net zero. Okay, so this was the whole theme. Which city has introduced the vending machines for free bread named as Bread for All? So vending machines for free bread named as Bread for All have been introduced in Dubai city, and it is the initiative of a foundation that has been set up by the ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Okay, so the food price index, which basically tracks the monthly change in the cost of a basket of the food commodities, rose by 8.75% in the month of July in Dubai. That's why this step has been taken. Okay, the ICMR National Institute of Virology South Zone is said to be established in which particular city? So President of India Draupadi Murmu laid the foundation stone for ICMR National Institute of Virology South Zone in the Bangalore city. So this lab will be equipped with state-of-the-art infrastructure and expertise in handling infectious agents of various risk group, and under Prime Minister Ayushman Bharat Health Infrastructure Mission, funds have been approved to set up multi-sector national institutions and the platforms, including 4 zonal national institutes of virology. Fine. Which city is the host of Sustainable Textile Summit supported by MSME Ministry? So the host of this summit is New Delhi. Which city topped the Global Financial Centers Index in 2022? Answer would be New York. New York is then followed with London at second position, and at third there was Singapore, and fourth position was occupied by Hong Kong. Which Indian city is the host of the Global FinTech Conference in 2022? So the host of this conference is Mumbai. Okay. Now let's talk about sports related current affairs. First question says, Eliud Kipchoge, who was seen in the news recently, is associated with which sport? So he is related to marathon, and he is from the country Kenya. Why he was in news? Because recently he broke his own record by 30 seconds at the Berlin Marathon. Okay. Duleep Trophy, which was held recently, is associated with which sport? So this trophy is related to cricket, and recently its final was held in the state of Tamil Nadu, in which West Zone defeated the South Zone by 294 runs. Pranav Anand, who was seen in the news, is associated with which sports? So he is a chess player, and he was in news because recently he became the 76th Grandmaster of India. From which city he belonged to? He is from Bangalore. You have to write the name of 75th Grandmaster of India in the comment section. Which sports person of India recently became the Diamond League champion? This is Neeraj Chopra, and also he has won the Lausanne Diamond League and the Pawan Urmi Games, and also he won the silver at the World Championships in the month of July. Subrata Cup, which was seen in the news, is associated with which sports? So Subrata Cup is related to football, and it was in news because recently 61st edition of this cup started. Arvind Chitambram, who was seen in the news, plays which sport? So he is related to chess, and recently he became the champion in 22nd Dubai Open Chess Tournament. Antim Pangal, who was seen in the news, plays which sports? So she is a wrestler, and she was in news because recently she became the first Indian female wrestler to clinch the gold at Under 20 World Championship. Manisha Kalyan, who was seen in the news recently, plays which sport? So she is a footballer, and she was in news for two things basically. First of all, recently she became the first Indian footballer to play at UEFA Champions League, and second reason is she became the AIFF Women Footballer of the Year for the year 2022. Okay, you have to tell me who is the AIFF Men Footballer of the Year for the year 2022. Do let me know in the comments. Now at last we'll talk about the important Grand Prixes. Which racing driver won the Italian Grand Prix title? So the winner was Max Verstappen. I will not read this or else it would become boring. So I will read the title and then we'll talk about the answer, okay? So Formula 1 Belgian Grand Prix title, again answer is Max Verstappen. Hungarian Grand Prix title, again Max Verstappen. French Grand Prix 2022, so once again Max Verstappen. Austrian Grand Prix 2022 title, so it was won by Charles Leclerc. British Grand Prix 2022, answer is Carlos Sainz. Canadian Grand Prix 2022, so this was won by Max Verstappen. Azerbaijan Formula 1 Grand Prix title, so again answer is Max Verstappen, okay? And apart from all these Grand Prixes, there is this Monaco Grand Prix and it was won by Sergio Perez. Second is Spanish Grand Prix and it was won by Max Verstappen. Another Grand Prix that was won by Max Verstappen is the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, right? And one last is Australian Grand Prix and it was won by the Charles Leclerc. Fine. So these are the important Grand Prixes that you have to remember and revise time to time. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nuzhat Sana signing off.